Hello all you beautiful people, how you doing today? This is Lava Temptress and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome, hi! So today we're continuing on with Applied Energistics 2, and today we're going to be going over some of the advanced things that you can connect to your AE system, such as the security terminal, which will also need the biometric card to lock it to yourself. And then we're going to do the wireless access point along with the wireless receiver and the crystal growth accelerators. Now the crystal growth accelerators you're going to throw the seeds into. So let's just plop those in there, and I have it default on off, and I'll show you why in a minute. But we're just going to throw those in there, flip the switch. I have this toggle bus, so that way it's not constantly on because it does eat up a lot of power. But that will help our seeds grow quite a bit faster. Now for the access point, that is going to be so we can use this right here. And I already have this powered, so obviously like we showed in the other one, you're going to have your charger connected, and that is how you power your wireless terminal. But your wireless terminal, the reason why we want it is because then you can wirelessly access your terminal from far away. But of course we will need booster cards in there, and you can put a stack in there. All right, so the rest of this is normal stuff that we've gone over in the basic setup. So I'll go over the recipes, but first of all, in order to do this, this is how the wireless terminal you're going to put in your security terminal, and that's how you connect it to your system. So, but in order to use the wireless terminal, you need this biometric card. So once you have it, you simply right click on it, shift right click, and that will connect it to your person. Now, if you want to allow access to somebody else, you have to put in a biometric card and set their permissions. Now, this one you can set, so I'm allowed to store new items, withdraw items from it, craft from it, build, so you can actually add onto it, and they can even modify the security. Now, you can unselect these for any person you want, which is why this is so handy, because if you have a friend on a server with you, or you're just playing together, then you can actually have them set to a security system, and you can set it to give them whatever permissions you want. You can select any of these or all of them, but in order for them to use it, you will have to have the security system, the terminal, set up and have them do a biometric card so you can tell what they're allowed to do on your system. That makes it so if you're playing on a multi-server, and look at that, our seeds are already fully grown. That's how quick this is. And as you saw, I put on 3 different stacks at once. So the nice thing is that grows them pretty fast, versus if you saw in the original one, putting them in the water takes forever for them to grow. So that is why you want to have this crystal growth accelerator set up. Now to set it up, we're going to go over the recipes in a little bit, but to set it up, you want to have it connected to your system, but you really want this toggle bus so you can toggle the power on and off, because right now they're not powered, and you can tell because it's not emitting any energy. Whereas if I flip the switch, you can see it lights up and it shoots out these little power sparks. But it does eat up a lot of power, so unless you're using it, I do suggest having it off. Now, the way you want to set it up is you want to have the Fluix glass cable under each one of these, because that makes sure it is powered. And then just leave the one in the middle with water, and that's what you throw your seeds into. So it works pretty easily. It's pretty handy, and considering you're going to need a lot of these for crafting all your different things, you're really going to want that. All right, I think that is it. We can start going over the crafting recipes. So, yeah. Okay, so first of all, in our grindstone, I know we went over like the Fluix and all that, and to get more out of your Certus, But for the grindstone, you're also going to need to grind ender pearls. That is going to be from one of our recipes, and when you grind it up, it's going to turn it into ender dust. And we will need that for one of our recipes today, which is why I set it out to show you. So there you go. That dust. That is how you get that. All right, so for the ME security terminal, you're going to need the ME chest. And if you have not seen the other ones, I do not repeat some of these recipes because I went over them in the other one. I'm doing a whole series, so check those out. I will have it linked below. But you'll need the ME chest, 4 iron ingots, 2 of the flux ME cables, an engineering processor, and a 16K storage component to make your security terminal. Now, to make each of the biometric cards, again, you will need one at least for you, but if you want to give anybody else access, you will need a separate one for them too. So for this, it's going to be an engineering processor, 2 iron ingots, 2 gold ingots, and a redstone dust. Next up is the crystal growth accelerators. For each one of these, you're going to need a flux block, 4 iron ingots, 2 quartz glass, and 2 flux ME cables. And again, that makes 1. And if you're going to set it up like this, the one in the middle you don't necessarily have to have. I like to have it there, but you will at least need the 8 here. You could possibly get away with it with the 4, but it's not going to be very fast. So you really want to make 8. And then for the toggle bus, it's real easy. You just need 2 of the ME flux cables, a lever, and 2 redstone dust. And then of course you're just going to want a lever on the outside of it to turn it off and on to allow power to it. Again, if you have plenty of power, it's not going to be an issue, but if you don't, you're definitely going to want to have this set up. And because, you know, with just AE, all you have is the vibration chamber. And yes, you can use coal blocks and you can put a hopper on top. I just put coal just to demonstrate. You can use either coal or coal blocks and it automatically goes in there. So it's not a big deal. But, you know, if you're limited on energy, supplies, all that, you're definitely going to want to monitor your energy power usage. All right, now for the next thing, we're going to need these flux pearls. I always want to call them crystals, but flux pearls. So with that, it's 4 of the flux dust and 4 of the flux crystals. Again, you can also use the pure flux crystals, but why if you don't have to? And an ender pearl in the middle. Each one will make 1, and we're going to need that for some crafting recipes. Okay, first recipe we need it for is the wireless receiver. Now you're going to need 1 of those, 3 iron, and a quartz fiber in the middle. And each one of that will make 1 wireless receiver. Now we're going to need 2 of those for sure. 1 for the wireless access point. So you're going to need the wireless receiver, a calculation processor, and a flux ME cable. And this just sets right on top of one of the flux cables, or you can also do it with one of the later cables, but right now we're sticking to the flux cables. And so you just stick it right on top, and as long as you have power, it'll power that. And then you stick your wireless boosters inside of it to boost how far you can, the range that you can get with your terminal. All right, so then you're also going to need one to make your wireless terminal. So for that, you're going to need the wireless receiver, the ME terminal, and a dense energy cell. And that will, it will not have power when you do it, but again, to power it, you just stick it in your charger there, wait till it's fully powered. It doesn't take very long if you have good power running to it. But this does have to have power in order to keep it running. So make sure when it's running low to just charge it up real quick, especially if you're leaving to go somewhere. Or if you're planning on crafting a whole bunch of stuff at once. All right, now for each of the wireless boosters, oh, excuse me, it's for 2. I thought that was wrong. For every 2 of the wireless boosters, you're going to need 3 iron ingots, a flux dust, an ender dust, that's where the grinding the ender pearls comes in, and a Certus quartz crystal, this weather man. And each one will make, here, let's Let's make that accurate. Each recipe will make 2 of the wireless boosters. Now you're probably going to want it at least a stack of them. So you're going to want to make this 32 times. Okay? You're going to want to do that 32 times in order to do a full stack in order to put in your wireless booster. But even then, it's not like if you played AE in earlier times or with a different mod, it's unlimited. Like you can even go across dimensions and everything. It is not in this pack. And you'll be able to see, because if we keep going past the wireless system and you try to connect it, it'll access it. But further down here, still access it. Well, it goes pretty far this way, but it's not unlimited. It used to be completely unlimited. You could go clear across your Minecraft world and you could still access it. Let's try to go a little bit faster. Well, it goes pretty far now, because if you turn around and look, oh, I have it hidden. Hold on. Let me activate that so we can see how far away we are. Turn that back on. We are 401 meters away. I think it was 500 some is what we could go. Yeah, still accessible. All right, so let's see. There's 500, still accessible. All right, I'll come back and show you how far it'll go. Never mind, I didn't have to go any further. If you try to access it, it'll say wireless out of range. So let's see if we can pinpoint. I knew it was right past 500. But like I said, there we go. I bet it's 520. See if we go 521. Oh, 521 works. 522, there you go. 521 is the furthest you can go away from where your system is. Now, of course, there is things you can do, but we'll talk about those later. There is things you can do to boost how far you'll be able to access everything. And that's by putting other wireless access points down. Now, we're not going to go over that today because that's more advanced. You know, you just want to set up your system first and get everything where you can craft, you know, because that's pretty far away. You can be out building stuff and be able to access all your supplies from here, which is why it's so nice and so great to get this all set up. We will be going over all the different things. We're not done yet. We're probably going to go over, I'm not sure, so leave it down below. I'm not sure if we're going to go over channels next, or if we're going to go like with the imports and exports and how to set up all that. And then after that, get into auto crafting. So if you have a preference, you know, I do record them soon, so you would have to let me know. Maybe I'll do a poll on Twitter, since I can't do them on YouTube yet. Getting close, but not there yet. We have to have 1,000 first. But yeah, we will for sure go over all of that before this whole tutorial series is done on AE2. But yeah, hopefully that helps. If you have any questions or comments about this part or any parts, I don't mind answering. Leave them down below. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with the notification bell, because then you can see all my new videos as they come out. Trust me, I will be going for years. Just because I love Minecraft and I like doing these, you know, I learned stuff along the way too. All right, well, until next time, this is Lava Temptress. Don't get burned.